Well, good morning guys, welcome to our midweek devotional. We really hope this inspires you.
Jeremiah 33 verse 3 says this, "Call to me and I will answer you and tell you great and unsearchable things you do not know." We call to people for lots of different reasons. Maybe to get their attention, or because we want them to answer a question, or we need their help for something. In this season, we're calling people to check that they're okay and make sure everything's all right with them. You know, when my boys were younger and they were in bed, if I walked past their room at night, they would call to me because they wanted one last cuddle before they went to sleep. Actually, if I'm honest, they probably still do that now. But you know, God encourages us to call to Him. Call to Him today because you want to get His attention. Call to Him today because you need something. Call to Him today just because you want to spend some time with Him. There's a story in Luke 17, verse 11 to 18. And it's a story about 10 lepers. And it says that Jesus was going past them. And it says this, that they stood at a distance and they called out to Him, "Jesus, Master, have pity on us." They had a need that was keeping them from Him and keeping them from other people. They were at a distance. But they knew that calling on Him would change their situation. I want to encourage you today to call to Him. Call to Him from a place of need. Call to Him because you need a change in your situation. Call to Him because you know somebody else needs a change in their situation. It reads on in Jeremiah 33, it tells us that He will answer. You know, my boys ask me lots of questions and it's usually food related. What's for breakfast? What's for lunch? What's for tea? What time is breakfast? What time is lunch? What time is tea? And I'll answer their question, but you know, there's many a time where they'll come back and they'll ask me the same question. Why? Because they got distracted and they didn't listen for the answer. You know, we can be a little bit like that with God. He answers, but we miss it because we get distracted and then we think He's not listening. God always answers. Maybe through the Bible reading we're up to, maybe through a song, maybe through a book we're reading, maybe through a conversation we're having, maybe just a thought that drops into our head, but He always answers. When the lepers called to Jesus, they got an answer straight away. He told them, "Go show yourself to the priest." And they listened to the answer, and then it says this, "As they went, they were healed." Their obedience produced a miracle. We're in a season where God is answering prayers in incredible ways and with a speed that we've probably not seen before. I want to encourage us to be ready to hear what God is saying so that as we go in obedience, miracles can happen. The last thing that Jeremiah 33 verse says is, God will tell you great and unsearchable things that you do not know. The Living Bible phrases it like this, "I will tell you some remarkable secrets about what is going to happen." You know, some of the best conversations can happen at the very last minute. I don't know if you've ever noticed that. You know, we've had some great evenings with people, some great conversations, but the best bits have happened as we're about to leave the house. We've just gleaned some amazing bits of conversation. The 10 lepers were healed. One went back, praising God. And that's where he gleaned the best bits of the conversation with Jesus. It says he threw himself at Jesus' feet and thanked Him. He took the conversation and he took the connection to a whole nother level. When he first called, it was from a distance. Now he's kneeling at Jesus' feet. His gratitude took him back and he got even more. The Passion Translation says this, "It was your faith that brought you healing and salvation." You see, he wasn't just healed, he was saved as a result of that extra connection that he went back for. God's got even more for you than you realise, and I want to encourage you today to go back to Him with gratitude and receive everything that He's got for you.